Hi everybody, I wanted to watch this video for a while from Carnivore, why he stopped eating eggs. First of all, I can't imagine myself without eating eggs. Like eggs are like a dessert for me. I do eat carbs, but somehow eggs are always welcomed in my diet. Like somehow I need to start my day with 6 raw egg yolks. They're pretty good quality. Of course, if I'm eating raw, then I'm eating good quality eggs. And yeah, I'm not eating the white part. Usually the white part I just throw it away, or I'm just using it as shampoo. Even shower gel, shower gel. Yeah, in some cases. Yeah, let's get into the video.
Have I stopped consuming eggs after 2 years and 8 months on a carnivore diet? Well, there's 3 reasons why. The first one is anecdotal. The following 2 will be a little bit more thought-provoking. I'm definitely curious actually as to your thoughts on the second reason, so please let us know below. But I'm first going to start by saying that eggs are a fantastic source of nutrition. They're pretty much a complete food. They're certainly a whole natural food that goes really well on a carnivore diet. So don't let my reasons why I'm not consuming them deter you away from consuming eggs, which brings me to my first reason. So I just don't feel as optimal in terms of my digestion when I consume cooked eggs. There's nothing
Yeah, that's why you should eat it raw. What in the world?
major. I just feel this warmth that kind of travels around and there's some background discomfort.
One day I was kinda curious of boiled eggs. Yeah, but I was just so lazy for it. Like, not lazy, but I don't cook. It's that simple. Like, I have my cooking stuff placed somewhere away, and I couldn't be bothered to just take it out and place some water and then time it, because I don't want to like overcook them. Maybe like on boiling temperature I will leave it inside for like 5 minutes, so that way the white is kind of cooked but it's still a little bit soft. It's definitely not as optimal, but at least the yolk remains like soft, and I would say that's pretty delicious. Like, that's a really delicious meal to have like 6 of those my days. That's so nice. But most of the times I just eat the yolk, because yeah, that's what has the nutrients, and the white has like anti-nutrients. It still has protein and stuff, but yeah, the whites have that thing. I don't know what's the name. I'm not sure. Maybe I say something wrong. Biotin, I don't know. The one that stops you from absorbing vitamin B. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's watch the video. Maybe he mentions.
And I just can't say the same for when I eat only fatty red meat, raw or cooked. It doesn't matter. Now, funnily enough, I feel much better on raw eggs, despite the anti-nutrients that are present in the raw egg.
But then just don't eat the egg white. It's that simple.
Whites, I still believe I'm garnering more nutrition than I'm losing, but I just don't think we should be consuming multiple eggs, certainly raw, every single day, which kind of brings me...
I kind of agree with this. Like, I agree that in nature would be really difficult. I mean, some people might get it to get like so many eggs. You can't just steal so many eggs from a bird. I don't know. Or even if you would, in some cases the eggs would be like really small. And maybe in some cases would be really big if you would live in a place where there are big birds and you have access to their nest and you're not being attacked. But if you're being attacked, it's, I don't know, at least maybe you can hunt some bird or whatever with your tribe or with your group or whatever.
To the second reason why. So how many eggs realistically do you believe that our ancestors were even able to eat? I mean...
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. This is why meat is better.
We only domesticated chickens in East Asia 10,000 years ago, and so prior to this, how realistic was it that every member of the tribe was consuming 4 eggs, 6 eggs, 8 eggs?
Exactly. I also kind of want to do like an experiment. Before I was watching, I was wondering why did he stop, that I just cut out eggs from my diet. But yeah, you wanna see?
Every single day. I just don't find that very feasible. I think most likely, yes, we would have eaten eggs, duck eggs, chicken eggs, quail's eggs, the lot. Any eggs we found, we would have eaten them. But how often would that have been? Most likely it would always be stumbling across them by chance. And so I can't imagine we had many eggs in the diet. And so reason number 2 is simply, I don't actually think it's very ancestrally appropriate or consistent. And that might offend a lot of people, I'm not sure. But look, please let us know what you think about it.
Yeah, I'm not offended. I agree with this. Like I said, I agree that we didn't eat like so many eggs in the past, or I mean our ancestors.
That. I don't think any of us really know. Like I say, there's no question we ate eggs, but how many? And now reason number 3, I'm sure there's nuance here, but it is worth pondering at least. Calcium. Now, if you think about ruminant meat, the muscle meat, the blood, even fish and poultry, etc., if you're looking at the calcium levels in comparison to the magnesium, they're pretty much 1-to-1. They're pretty equal to one another. Now, there's an exception when we look at eggs and dairy in terms of animal nutrition. They are much higher in calcium, and that's for good reason. So think about as mammals, we drink milk, it enables us to gain weight, which allows growth spurts, and it also helps us to build our skeletal system. And now if you think about what an egg does, if it's fertilized and incubated, after an average of 21 days, a chick is hatched. And so it gives life to that chick, and it also helps it to build its skeletal system. Now, adults don't require as much calcium as babies when they're breastfeeding, right? Now, why am I talking about all of this? Well, calcium depletes magnesium. And if we look at eggs and the levels of calcium to magnesium, in a large egg, on average, there's 28 milligrams of calcium. Well, there's only 6 milligrams of magnesium.
I had no idea about this, but yeah, it does make sense that milk is gonna have like different ratios of minerals. I don't really get much into this mineral thing or nutrient thing. I already know that meat like muscle meat and other organ meat is gonna be the best for you, and in terms of dairy and eggs, it's always gonna come second.
Magnesium. So imagine now you're eating 4 eggs, 6 eggs, 8 eggs. That's a lot of calcium. And I do wonder, is that a detriment to magnesium levels? Maybe. I'm not making any...
I would say not really. Like it's not as bad as eating almonds or drinking almond milk, because yeah, that has like toxic levels of calcium, and I think that calcium is also a little bit different, like molecular level. And what else I wanted to say? Let's just watch the video, I will remember.
Any cause and effect claims here, but calcium does and can deplete magnesium. If you think about people when they transition into carnivore...
Oh yeah, I don't think it depletes, because just like cholesterol or anything else that comes from an animal product, sometimes you do get a little bit more, but I wouldn't say that you are like overdosing on something. It's not like a medicine that you would take, like for example, like the recommended dosage of paracetamol, let's say it's like 4 grams. Yeah, let's say it would be like 4 grams maximum, and you would take by accident 8 because you had fever and you haven't calculated. Yeah, that would be bad. But when it comes to like nutrition, when it comes to like food, I don't think your body has problem to dismiss some of the nutrients. Like it's not gonna be 100% absorbed everything. You're gonna absorb what you need, and the rest is just leaves the body. This is how I imagine it when it comes to animal products. That's why animal products are lot more compatible with the human body than eating plants. Yeah, this is why plants can be toxic, because it causes imbalances, and it's also not as bioavailable, and it's full of toxins, of course, and whatever else.
Or especially if they're doing it overnight or very rapidly, they often throw their electrolyte balance out. That's pretty obvious. The insulin drops very quickly. We lose water, sodium.
Yes, you are saying something good, because just like sodium can make the other type of electrolyte go down, like the levels. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I don't know what to say. Yeah, he is right. Like, maybe I shouldn't eat so many eggs, but they are just so delicious. Like, if something is delicious, it means it's good for me. But after a certain time, like there is like days when I don't really crave it. Like, I'm having 1, 2, and I'm like, okay. And then I still feel hungry, but yeah, I don't really want eggs. Then I really like the taste of red meat. So I would say anything that you like the taste of, it means that your body is craving that nutrient.
Follows electrolyte balance is out of whack, right? That's fair enough. That's why we want to transition slowly. But many people get leg cramps. And I do wonder, and Richard Smith, my good friend, has also brought this to light, and I actually tend to agree. If you think about when people cramp, they take magnesium, right?
I don't know about this. I don't have any cramps.
Is it because there was too many eggs in the diet, too much dairy in the diet? Is that what's throwing the magnesium out? I understand a lot of the time this usually corrects itself and things kind of regulate. So I'm sure there's a lot of nuance. But in my opinion, humans should wean off mother's milk and pretty much cease consuming dairy unless you have pastoral genes, and you definitely do better on dairy.
Yes, I also stay away from dairy. Sometimes I do have like a little bit of raw cheese, but not too much.
Right, some level. I don't think you should be basing any meals around dairy. I don't think you should be starting your meal with dairy. I think that you should treat dairy as a condiment or a small dessert.
Exactly, like a condiment. Like, you make it grated and you just place it over the meal. And definitely do not eat like too much, like over and over, because yeah, it shouldn't be a meal. Even if it's delicious, because it's animal fat, it's delicious. It's better to go for bone marrow or other types of fats, like fats around the heart or the muscles.
That's my opinions on dairy anyway. Eggs are great. Eggs are a fantastic.
Because dairy, it comes from milk, and milk comes from the animals' fat. Like, not only from there, because it's like produced from like it like the animal, like, let's say cow, takes like on molecular level, takes like building blocks from many things of cow's body to produce it and to make it like a good consistency.
Fantastic source of nutrition. It's very, very bioavailable, very high in things like choline, B12, and they taste great, right? Who doesn't like steak and eggs? And I certainly enjoyed steak and eggs in the beginning of my journey. I've just found that personally I don't do as well on them.
I always was obsessed with eggs all my life. Like, that was my favorite meal. I remember always asking the parents to leave the yolk runny. And yeah, maybe that's why I grew 187 centimeters, because I asked them as a child when it was like the egg yolk wasn't even runny, like it was solid. I wasn't big fan of that. I don't know. And this was before me even starting a primal diet.
You do, feel free to continue, but if you're having leg cramps, if you're low on magnesium, maybe you're consuming too much calcium. And as it happens, we don't need an abundance of calcium. Calcium is super important, of course.
I don't have cramps, but I might be low on calcium sometimes. I don't know if it's the work that I'm doing, or work definitely exhausts me sometimes, or it's or it's the lack of the magnesium. But I don't think I'm eating too many eggs. I mean, 6 is kind of a lot. And yeah, there are days when I get lazy and I don't buy muscle meat. Because I have like heart and liver always in my freezer, and in my fridge I always have bone marrow. So yeah, I just take that and eat that as it is, and I have some eggs, and I'm not hungry for hours and hours. I'm satisfied.
So is magnesium. But everything is very important. Your electrolyte balance is very, very important. But maybe if you're consuming eggs, dairy, or both, that could potentially be an issue down the line in terms of your magnesium levels. But look, these are just 3 reasons why I'm no longer consuming eggs. At the moment, I'm consuming a lion diet pretty much. I have one day where I consume fish, and so I would say I'm on a lion diet, except for Fridays and Saturdays, where one of those days I incorporate fish. So
yeah, if a vegan would hear this lion diet, I know they are like very triggered.
Like a surf and turf.
But yeah, who cares?
Situation, which I really enjoy. I also believe in it, just extra levels of DHA, etc. But let us know what you think, certainly as it pertains to the second reason why, did our ancestors eat loads of eggs? Did they hardly ever eat eggs? What do you think?
This guy makes some really good points. He always has good videos. Okay, thanks for watching.